Hello everyone and welcome back to Midnight Ink. Tonight I'm going to be doing a love reading for Leo tonight. So this is kind of like a new series I wanted to start, just going based on the zodiac signs. I first started with Cancer, so if you want to go check that video out, you can. But tonight we're going to do Leo. And I kind of want to keep it in the timeline of the dates of it, I guess you could say. So I will be probably doing different videos in between those times, because that would be like a lot of time without doing a video. So yeah, be out on the lookout for that. And when I was shuffling my Burning Heart Love Oracle deck, this was the message that popped up. So I kind of see this as like the theme. So either you are waiting for a message from them, or they are. So maybe you and this person might still be in contact, or maybe this is a no contact situation. So alright, I want to get my deck, what's the vibe, and see maybe where things left off. And if this resonates for you, then this will be your reading. So when I was taking out the deck, these two cards popped out, and I'm just gonna trust my gut on this one. We have established, settled, secure, wealthy. So maybe you are in this state of your life right now where you're kind of not worried about this person, or worried about love, or you're just not trying to worry yourself about it too much. And then, interesting, I kind of feel this as the person that's on your mind, their energy right now. So this could very well be like a right now thing, or maybe it's just where things left off. But we have stagnant, stuck, dead end, froze. So it's almost like things were kind of left at a dead end, or things weren't very well resolved. It's like that stagnant energy, and maybe this was kind of their doing, maybe not so much you. So it's like something maybe seems like it wasn't resolved, so you just chose to move on and just move on with your life. Okay, we have family. We have blood ties, inner circles. So you could you could have a family with this person, or maybe they know your family. Maybe they're close with your family. Also, I do want to remind, this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic connection. It could just maybe be like a family member or a friend, or, like a close friend. So I feel like this is you now. I was feeling that sense of this was most recent. So we have today, good vibes now in the moment. And I feel like that's kind of what you're doing with this established thing here. Like, you're established, maybe have a good stable job, maybe home life, or, kids, family, whatever it may be. And maybe this person is just kind of stuck in, they're just stuck, and I'm trying to figure out what it might be. But we're going to look into the tarot and figure out why. We have running, escape, denial, excuses. Okay, I wonder what that would be about. Let me see if there's anything else. I'd like to see why the stagnant energy and running is about. Okay, yeah, you have them blocked, moved on, nothing to say, stop calling. So it's like you've moved on, you don't want anything to do with this person, potentially. So that's why I think it's funny how this message was on here. Like, because that's what they're thinking. They hope that you change your mind, maybe. But hey, if you have them blocked and you've moved on, stay in your power and stay in those boundaries. But I still want to see why the stagnant and like to see why. And I can also get in the tarot as well, but this is just kind of the vibe of where things left off. It doesn't want to... yeah, this person's stubborn. It's like almost like as I'm shuffling the deck, I started getting really nervous. It's almost like they don't want you to know why, or maybe they're too nervous to be up front and deal with their ego, if that makes any sense. And then I just had a police car just pass by. I don't know if you can hear it, but maybe he was a cop, he or she was a cop, or maybe they're dealing with some jail time or legal stuff. Interesting, because I did get kind of legal that popped up. Ooh, consequences. Yeah, so maybe they're not ready to face their consequences. We have bad choices, games, mixed signals. So it's like they're kind of stuck in that pattern. And it's almost like maybe they're not willing to fully admit to themselves, or, you know, set aside their ego. And I think that's kind of why you just chose to block and move on. Maybe why do I keep stuttering? Sorry. Maybe you had to protect the family. Okay. Well, if that's sounding spot on, we can get to the rest of your reading. And then I'm going to do my yes or no deck at the end. I'd like to see why. I just want to understand more about this reading for my Leos. Now, you could be a Leo, or this person is. We have the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Ace of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Strength card. Yeah, so like that's kind of what I'm seeing with you. With the Ace of Pentacles, you are wanting to close this chapter and focus on the things that you have established, that you've worked really hard on, the foundation of your life, the life you've built. And it almost seems like this person, the more and more they were in your life, the more conflict and drama that would cause. Sorry. They maybe could have even like caused money loss. Alright, why this Five of Wands? Oh, dropping cards. Yeah, I don't know, it's something with their... I just keep feeling this stuck energy with this person. Like they're stuck in their thoughts, they're stuck in their patterns. Yeah, the Emperor. I'm honestly curious to know why, like what's making them stuck here. With the Six of Swords, I think it's almost like they did it to themselves, and this is why I see a adult cat and a, like, almost like a kitten. So it's like, yeah, well, I had to move on, and you maybe had to, you know, have full custody of your kids. Now, it's okay if you don't have kids. I mean, that could be like, hey, a pet. You had to take a pet with you or something. But with this King of Wands and the Ace of Swords, I'm not sure on this one. Hold on. Why the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords? Yeah. It's almost like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm feeling. I feel like I'm just saying the same thing. But it's like, they did it to themselves. They caused, it was like, it just got to the point where it just kept happening, and kept happening. And you would be in this tower moment of where just, you would want to keep the stable foundation, and make things work. And they basically ruined the good things that they had. Like, they had you. If you do have kids, it's almost like they lost that because of their own actions and their own ego. And this is, I think it's something they think about. Oh, interesting. This is the first time I've noticed this. I see this person, he's laying in bed thinking about it. It's on their mind. Because there's this picture of a cat and the kitten. Haven't noticed that before. So it's almost like, it's like they think about what they lost and what they had, but I don't think they fully understand the consequences of their actions. Hold on. There we go. That's way more zoomed in. I'm so sorry if that's been like blurry this whole time. Okay. I'm glad I noticed that. Oh, interesting. That's probably a good thing that happened. Honestly, it's like you had to put focus back into your life. Because if it's been feeling so out of focus for so long with this person, and then once you've just, all right, I need to put focus and stability back into my life, that's when I feel like we have the Sun card, where things have been a lot more balanced and fulfilled for you at this time. Why the Strength and the Emperor? The Fool. Yeah, kind of feel like, I'm just going to say he, because I keep hearing he. Yeah, he was the Fool. And it took a lot of inner courage and strength and intuition to kind of just cut this person off, say enough is enough. And now it's like, it's understandable to be guarded right now, to kind of just be in your own space, focusing on you. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know if you've been feeling bad about that lately. If not, that's good. Because I know there's a process. Everyone processes things differently. And I keep having, my throat is like really scratchy and tickly. It wasn't that way before, and my nose is really hurting. My two interpretations of that is they could have been a smoker, or either they were recently sick in the hospital, or maybe you were. I almost feel like I've got like an upper respiratory infection. And I don't. So spirit communicates to me through physical things as well. Or Or there could be things that need to be said, or there's things you want to say to this person. I feel a lot of anger that you want to say to this person. That's what I'm feeling. It's like there's a lot of anger and hurt. This definitely feels fresh. Like this just happened, or maybe it's been like a week or a month. So that recent. And then I feel like I just keep coughing when I felt completely fine before the video. So that's really weird. You could have had to move away or change locks or addresses. Interesting. When I was looking at the deck, what's the vibe? It did mention abusive or something, maybe like psychopath or something. I don't know. I'd have to look at it, I guess. But yeah, because we got the consequences card. It's like you know damn well what they did, and I think that they might know a little bit in a surface level kind of thing because they don't have you, or maybe if you had kids with this person, they don't have that anymore. But I don't think they fully grasp. Will they ever get to that point? I don't know. Definitely not right now. Actually, I'm kind of curious. I want to see. Will they get to the point where they kind of realize their consequences? Gosh, I keep feeling like I need a cough. That's really weird. Yeah, my throat's closing really bad right now. Wow, okay, I'm sorry. Alright, just give me 1 second. Okay, so I looked at the cards and I took a moment to calm down because my throat was really closing up on me. So what I'm seeing with this is to not concern yourself with that. Let the universe handle that, karma. Continue to let balance happen in your life. I do see things maybe calming down or balancing out, but at the same time, check in with your intuition, because I am seeing this card here where it's like it's giving victim mentality, like woe is me, and I see a beer here, like they're at a bar, so maybe addictions were involved. I'm having a very hard time speaking. So like I said, it's like there's almost like a lot of things that you want to say to this person. Or maybe this person is too choked up in their ego to admit the damage they caused. I will say for right now, definitely no. Hold your boundaries and stay at a distance. But as for future, yeah, maybe, but I wouldn't guarantee it, because people have to change on their own accord. So, all right, that's what I'm seeing for that. Lastly, I want to get, and like I'm like really shaky too. So this situation has you kind of shooken up as well. Or just like, you know, like when you get really anxious and furious all at once, and then you just, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, I want you to think of 3 questions that are on your mind. If for some reason they don't resonate, just leave it for somebody else, but think of 3 questions. All right, please and thank you, Spirit. Alright, please and thank you, Spirit. First question on the mind. Okay, I had too many cards come out. I'm not going to take those. I just need 1. Please. Thank you, Spirit. Why so many why so many answers? Well, I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'm almost feeling like you're not getting the answers right now, because I am getting, like, there's 3 of them saying yes and like 4 of them saying no. I'm going to try one more time to see if I can get a clear answer, but it just feels like there's a lot of like stagnant energy and confusing energy. It's like maybe you won't get your answers right now. It's doing it again. Okay, I'm just going to go with the one that was first on top. We have yes, trust your feelings, fulfill your heart's desires. And I think that's what you're doing when you're creating boundaries and focusing on yourself. All right, the answer, not the answer, for the second question. Okay, I'll take this one, and this will be the last one for the last question. We have yes, wisdom supports you, roots go deep. And then for your third question, I'm just going to go on ahead and take this. We have no, deception in the dark, hidden truths. Truth hidden, I should say. Sorry. And I think that's kind of why that's actually never happened before, where I'll shuffle. I usually get 1 card, maybe 2, but I've never had it do that like 3 different times where it just pulled out like a bunch of different mixed signals and mixed answers of yes and no. That was really weird. Yeah, interesting. So there's this, on the bottom of the deck, there's this guy drinking a beer, and it says no, feels wrong, bad idea, manipulated, led astray. So yeah, it's like, it's almost like in the surface level, it's like he knows, but I don't think he fully grasps. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I was hoping for a more positive reading, but hey, if it's what you need to hear, it's what you need to hear. It doesn't matter. So, all right, well, going ahead and drop a like or a comment below, share with a friend, and just let me know how it resonated for you. And I'll see you guys for my next reading. All right, love you. Bye.